What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is One Piece, episodes 529 and 530. That's right, we're still in Fishman Island. We're at the beginning of Fishman Island. Not still. We barely started. But Sanji needs a blood transfusion. Because he got too many nosebleeds from being too turned on by real women. That's not, there's no joke there. There's no embellishment. That is the factual plot of the show we're in right now. And so we gotta go to the town in Fishman Island to find a fish person or mermaid who has the same blood type as Sanji, who is also willing to give him a blood transfusion despite the fact that that is a crime because of years of slavery. Like, on the one hand, the ridiculous animeism of the nosebleed problem. On the other hand, the massive socio-political consequences of racism. One Piece. Two things. One I enjoy more than the other, but they both exist in the show. Let's dive in. If you want that full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. Oh, by the way, welcome to the new house. This is the room I'm going to probably watch the rest of One Piece in. So, it's obviously very much a work in progress. Needs more sound paneling. There's a bunch of things that need to happen, but I don't want the video to be late. So, we're watching this now. Patreon.com/nerdynightly to help me decorate. Yeah. Let's do it. Can you imagine the insanity of someone flying over just screaming at the whole town? Someone... Honestly, knocking Sanji out and make it so that everyone else is doing shit on Fishman Island and he's just unconscious might be the right choice. No. No. Do not let Caribou out of there. She just had a crowbar with her? Oh. They found blood. Hell yeah. Almost lost all of the blood. What the fuck? Are you glad he's back to his old self? Wait, what? Oh, was he poisoned repeatedly over the last 2 years? Oh no, Impel Down. They, not only have they not talked about the last 2 years, Luffy hasn't really told them all of the events that happened in Impel Down and Marineford. Oh shit, girls. Oh, fuck. Do not let Sanji meet this woman. We literally cannot trust Sanji to just know he's near mermaids. Oh shit. A goth mermaid that has visions? remains. No, he does not. Unfortunately, god damn it. Her tail is so cool. It's like an orca tail. Not gonna, this episode is a little all over the place. Yeah. That's the thing about seeing the future. Like, I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Especially if you can't stop it. You just are miserable in advance. What's up? Cafes sell food. Brooke. No way. Is Brooke everything Sanji wishes he was? Good for him. Yeah, I mean, good for him. She's a mermaid. Is the panties thing like a tick? I don't know that he actually cares to see panties. You know what I mean? Had a wonderful time. I mean, Brooke's got game, man. Considering this all started with him just asking to see panties. Becoming a rock star really helped his play with the ladies. Lovely mermaid. What is this? Jesus Christ. God, Sanji's such a fucking loser. Okay, Papago, don't talk with your mouth full. Come on, bud. Okay. Papa Goo, she's just trying to help you tell your story. Come on. Tag team it. Okay, that one was definitely more of an interruption. I understand that one. Okay, so the original Vander Decken came down here, fucked a fish lady or a mermaid, and now his descendant is also a fishman. That's what's happening, right? You're just noticing that now? Cool. But can a fishman and a regular person, or a mermaid and a regular person, have a kid? I'm also very confused about how this fish is both a fish and it flies. Wait, Big Mom has moved in on Whitebeard's territory? I mean, it makes sense. Whitebeard's gone, but... Interesting. I mean, I understand protection costing something. I guess it really depends on... It depends... The flying fish versus water fish, I'm very confused by that whole process, but... Yeah. I mean, just seeing Luffy surrounded by flames, they might be good flames. Or not, yeah, if it's gonna destroy the whole island. Wow, okay. That was dense. That was an episode that had a lot going on in it. Lot of information. Fishman Island, man, there's a lot of lore here. Lot of lore. Which I appreciate. I do. It was a very, like, weirdly exposition-heavy episode. But not weirdly. It just was an exposition-heavy episode. I'm just trying to piece it all... Right now, in my brain, I'm just trying to piece it all together. So... It feels like there's a lot of pieces to this right now. And there's the new Fisherman Pirates, and there's Vander Decken. I think those are going to end up being the same thing. I think that is going to be Fisherman Pirates, Vander Decken. Vander Decken is actually the captain of the new Fisherman Pirates, pretending to also be Vander Decken. We have the royal family and all of the princes and princesses. They're trying to stop Vander Decken because Vander Decken was sending love letters to the princess. Big Mom is now the emperor overseeing this island. I don't think that's going to be that relevant in this arc. Because I don't think Luffy's like at the point where he can fight an emperor right now. So I have a feeling Big Mom's not here. That's more just... That part of the exposition is to set up future stuff so we understand, you know, how the world is shifting without Whitebeard. And now Shyarly, the mermaid that will be the death of Sanji, could be the death of me. She has seen a vision that Luffy will be the... Luffy's presence will lead to the destruction of Fishman Island. Cool. I enjoyed it. Really, really interesting how much depth they're trying to throw in here. I do feel like the structure of this episode felt like it was really all over the place. I think my favorite part of the episode, not my favorite part. My favorite part is the story, but my second favorite part of the episode was, sorry about that, the change in Brooke. Him coming out of the bar with, like, the ladies hanging off of him. And there's something about them telling the story of... The Straw Hats found him on a boat, right? And he was so lonely and so kind of broken about 50 years of just this solitary presence as a skeleton on a boat. And so he has this awkward moment where he's asked to see these girls' panties, and whatever. But the fact that we can track the Straw Hats becoming his friends and pulling him out of that and pulling him back into the world to now where he is confident and he is this person. He still asks about panties. It's weird. But he's become this character who is comfortable back in society and is happy. You know what I mean? Like, he was so despondent when we met him. And just by having friends, he's, like, good. And he's able to connect with people. Him and Papa Goo go and have, you know, a drink together. And they come out of the bar smiling and laughing. And the women hanging off of him are, like, we had a great time. And I don't know. It's just, it's so interesting. He's a character who has not been around the Straw Hats for that long. But the impact they've had on him is just freaking massive. And I'm enjoying the storytelling around that. I'm excited to, like, get a little bit further into Fishman Island to kind of know what's up. I want to meet Triton. Not Triton. King Neptune? They said Neptune, right? Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into the next episode. It's interesting. We're building something here. Are they not allowed to leave? Do the Straw Hats not know it yet, but they're not allowed out? I like the crab ship. That's fun. Ah, so he did say yes. Oh my god. I guess men just being, like, pathetically horny is a constant in the world. So I guess maybe the women of the world are just used to it. That's a fun design. What the fuck? Are those the candies that they're making for Big Mom? That's the power drug! Is he about to Hulk out? Yeah, he is. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I have to imagine there's long-term consequences to taking drugs that inflate your muscles like that. Oh, he's got a full staff. I mean, him and Kami can't be that good of friends, right? Because if I was that rich, my best friend would not be toiling away, working retail. Oh, Papa Goo. Yeah. It's less than half price. What's up, Nami? Nami! Brand equity. I mean, yeah. Oh, Nami's gonna bankrupt you. Guys, let's not show mercy. You guys are all bad friends. Oh, is it the king? Yeah. Dude, King's jacked. Look at those arms. Oh, the orca has its own crown. That's very funny. Oh. Why is the whale called O? They saved the king's shark. Why is this so long? It'd be crazy if you died. Don't be a creep to your friends, my guy. Chopper's little satisfied smirk here is wild. Oh yeah, there's a famous musician. I love that Brooke went on the craziest side quest of them all. Banquet? But we're not at the end of the arc yet. It's too early in the arc for a banquet. My heart is filled with expectations. Nami, are you planning on robbing the royal family? Alright. It's so funny that they're like on a shopping spree and they're gonna go to like the king's palace, and somewhere Zoro is just fighting for his life. He's just among some coral by himself, just sword fighting for his life, not knowing his friends are having a fucking blast. Stop grumbling. Here we go. Time for them to fight the Hulk. He got ahead of them? Hordy Jones! Why is he manacled? Fuck. Wow, the bubble really can take one hole at a time, huh? God damn. It is funny how prevalent guns are in One Piece, but how useless they are, like, every time they're used. I think that's his actual arm, right? Energy steroid. Energy steroid. Wait, you know it's shortening your life? Why would you need to be 20 times stronger than a human? Arlong's dream wasn't that great. He created like a little carnival on a small island in the East Blue. Let's not pretend he did something fucking incredible. Fisher Tiger, I agree with you. Jesus. That's so cruel. Knowing how dangerous the New World is and intentionally taking them there but leaving them completely defenseless. I don't love the supreme race shit, but also like, oh, the humans did it to them. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. We're in that realm of storytelling where it's like the race that had racism enacted upon them for a long time is now being viewed as the extremists for wanting revenge for what happened to their people for a long time. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's you know, the Killmonger character. It's something we do a lot in storytelling, of like, they're right, but they're too extreme about it. He's right, too extreme about it, but he's right. You know what I mean? But this anime's not political. I'm sure you guys have seen that trash taste moment where with Hassan calling Luffy a terrorist, and I don't follow any of those guys, and so I don't know them. But my first taste of them being like, One Piece isn't political. Woof. It's I think that if you don't engage with the show in any meaningful way, right, you just watch it to have fun, I think it's fine to have that take. But if you're a content creator who talks about the show for a living, like if it's your job to interact with the show and you don't pull at it at all and you think it's not political, I think that that's insanity. Like, I genuinely think that that's insane. How could you possibly have watching this show and engaging with it and being critical of it and all of those things be your like day-to-day 9-to-5 profession and not understand it at all? Like, this arc is literally the in the aftermath of the world enslaving fishermen for I think 100 years, something like that, maybe longer, the political divide between Neptune and the new fishermen is how much retribution do we take? And if I was a fisherman, I would be so upset. We literally have to live under the like financial pressures of a criminal pirate woman. We have to work for her for free, provide her with candies. I don't know what that means. It might just be candy. But whatever these candies are, we have to provide her with this shit so that we don't get re-enslaved by the slavery class that lives on the surface. By the celestial dragons and all that shit. I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, yeah, fucking go to war. You kidding me? Why are we being protected by this woman? She doesn't care about us, right? She just views us as an opportunity. And like when it was Whitebeard, it's kind of a similar situation, but at least that was out of the goodness of his heart. You know what I mean? It was out of care and compassion. But yeah, to view the show as not political to me is wild. Very interesting episode. I'm very excited to get up to the palace because I do think that we're going to get the message from Jinbei, which I have been on pins and needles waiting for. I really want to know what Jinbei wanted to say to Luffy. Papaku is so rich. And I don't know. If him and Kami are like biffles, like true BFFs, and maybe people are different. You know what I mean? Like some friends don't want help. And that's fair. Like if Kami is like, no, I don't want your help. But at the same time, it just feels like she should be higher up in the world just through friendship. And maybe that's just my idea of friendship. Like maybe that's a me thing where I'm like, if you're my friend and I have the opportunity to take care of you, I will, you know? And like nothing would make me happier than being able to provide that for my friends and family. But I don't know their relationship that well. So maybe I'm projecting what I would do onto a situation that's just two people who aren't me. Yeah. Sanji stuff's rough. That's all I'm going to say. But it's rough, man. Move on. Very cool. Very cool. Very excited to see the Ryugu Palace. I'm so excited to see Luffy fight Hordy Jones. I want to see how Luffy and him fight. Do they end up fighting in the water? And does Luffy have to come up with ways to fight him that involve him surviving in a bubble or something? And do we get Bubble Luffy versus Hordy Jones? And the stakes of it, because Luffy has Haki now, the stakes of these fights as we move forward become what are the limitations we can put on Luffy? What are the like puzzle elements of these fights Luffy has to figure out beyond just being stronger than his opponent? And that to me is a really interesting way of framing fights moving forward as Luffy gets stronger and becomes one of the more powerful people on the planet. Because I'm assuming he will get there. That not every island is going to have one of the most powerful people on the planet on it. So how do we create constraints around Luffy that allow the fights to have a semblance of a fair fight? And here, the most obvious one is the water, right? You have a character who is at his strongest in Luffy's weakest place. And I'm excited to see how that plays out and narratively what that means for Luffy and for the show as it goes further. I also would like to spend some time with the Straw Hats telling each other what happened. I feel like we were really skipping over that. I'm assuming it happens at some point, but I just want to see them spend some time together. It feels like they got together and it's just been so bang, 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 bang ever since. Every moment has been like the next most dire thing in the world. So I am hoping, probably after this arc, at the end of this arc, I'm hoping the Straw Hats get some time to just kind of like sit on the Sunny and be like, hey, what happened to you? What happened in Impel Down? You were poisoned by a man made of poison? That's crazy. Like the fact that Chopper's like, it seems you're immune to poison. Luffy's like, oh yeah, forgot to tell you. I almost died twice. I had to survive off of hormones. I was hormoned to health by the king of the queers. Sanji knows him. Sanji probably knows everything that happened in Impel Down. I'm assuming he and Ivan would have talked about that at some point in the 2 years they were together. Wild. Just wild. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. This is fun. I'm really excited to see where Fishman Island is going. Yeah, it's such an interesting arc. And I think that we're really gonna dive into the anger and the desire for retribution that we see in the Fishmen. And I think that's a really cool thing for the show to explore. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me in comments down below, because the algorithm goddess hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Kami. Look at her bringing everybody together, doing the dang thing. If you want to follow me on the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly. Do something nerdy tonight. Bye.